still broke no matter how hard you try to budget. You might be making mistakes that silently drain your money. In this video, I'll uncover the top 10 budgeting mistakes that keep you poor and how to fix them. Don't miss this. Hit like, subscribe, and let's break the cycle today. Budgeting is often hailed as the cornerstone of financial success. But simply having a budget isn't enough. How you manage it matters just as much. Many people struggle with money, not because they don't make enough, but because of recurring budgeting mistakes that keep them stuck in financial stress. Let's dive into the top 10 budgeting mistakes that quietly drain your wallet and keep you from building wealth. 10. Confusing budgeting with restriction. One of the biggest misconceptions is that budgeting equals restriction. People often think a budget limits their freedom when, in reality, it's the opposite. A budget empowers you to spend on what matters while avoiding wasteful expenses. Without a clear plan, money slips through your fingers and you're left wondering where it all went. Thinking of budgeting as punishment makes it unsustainable. In truth, budgeting gives your money a job, aligning your spending with your values and goals. 9. Ignoring small, frequent purchases. That daily coffee, those $1.99 apps, and the occasional food delivery might seem harmless, but over time they add up. Many people fail to track these micro-spends because they feel insignificant, yet they can account for hundreds or even thousands of dollars annually. The ease of contactless payments and one-click buying in 2025 makes it easier than ever to spend without thinking. Ignoring small expenses is like having a slow leak in a boat. It might not sink you immediately, but it will over time. 8. Not accounting for irregular or emergency expenses. A budget that only covers monthly bills and groceries is incomplete. Life doesn't follow a predictable schedule. Car repairs, medical bills, appliance breakdowns, and annual subscriptions can strike unexpectedly. Failing to plan for these irregular or emergency expenses can throw your entire budget into chaos. A good rule of thumb is to build an emergency fund with 3 to 6 months of expenses and include a miscellaneous or buffer category in your monthly budget. This will absorb unexpected hits without derailing your financial progress. 7. Underestimating lifestyle creep. As your income grows, it's tempting to upgrade your lifestyle. Nicer clothes, bigger homes, fancier vacations. This phenomenon, known as lifestyle inflation or lifestyle creep, is a budgeting pitfall that keeps many people poor despite earning more. Instead of channeling additional income into savings or investments, people match every raise with new expenses. It's crucial to keep your lifestyle in check and increase your savings rate when your income goes up. Wealth is built by widening the gap between earnings and spending. 6. Not tracking expenses consistently. Creating a budget is only half the battle. The real magic happens in tracking your spending and comparing it to your budget. Without regular tracking, you're budgeting blind. In 2025, several apps like YNAB, Rocket Money, and Pocket Guard make expense tracking simple and automated. But even with tools, the discipline to check in weekly or monthly is key. Tracking shows patterns, reveals leaks, and helps you make timely adjustments. Skipping this step means you're likely overspending without even realizing it. 5. Forgetting to budget for fun or rewards. A budget that doesn't allow for joy is doomed to fail. People who cut out all fun, no dining out, no entertainment, no travel, often end up rebelling against their own budget. This leads to binge spending and financial guilt. A realistic, sustainable budget includes money for enjoyment and treats. By allocating a fixed amount for fun, you can indulge guilt-free while still staying on track. Personal finance is not just math, it's emotional. A budget needs to reflect both your financial goals and your humanity. 4. Relying too much on credit or buy now, pay later. With the rise of buy now, pay later services like Klarna and Afterpay, it's easier than ever to commit future income to present desires. Many people fall into the trap of using credit to cover expenses rather than adjusting their budget. This creates a cycle of debt that silently drains your wealth. Instead of saving for a purchase, people borrow and pay more due to fees or interest. Using credit without discipline masks poor budgeting and delays financial freedom. The trap of easy credit is a budgeting killer. 3. Not reviewing and updating the budget regularly. Life changes, so should your budget. Yet many people create a budget once and forget about it. A static budget doesn't reflect changing incomes, rising expenses, or new goals. A good budget is dynamic, adapting to your evolving lifestyle. Whether you've had a job change, added a new subscription, or decided to save for a vacation, your budget needs to reflect that. Monthly reviews help you stay aligned and responsive. Without regular check-ins, you're navigating with an outdated map. 2. Living paycheck to paycheck without building savings. Even people with budgets can fall into the trap of spending everything they earn. A budget that doesn't prioritize saving is just a spending plan. Living paycheck to paycheck leaves you vulnerable to emergencies and eliminates your ability to invest. Even a small monthly savings habit builds financial security over time. Whether it's $50 or $500, consistent saving is a sign of good budgeting. Automating savings ensures you pay yourself first and makes wealth building effortless. Budgeting should lead to surplus, not just survival. 1. Not having clear financial goals. The budgeting mistake that keeps people poor is budgeting without purpose. Without clear financial goals, buying a home, paying off debt, retiring early, or starting a business, budgeting feels aimless and boring. When you don't know why you're saving or restricting yourself, it's hard to stay motivated. Goals give budgeting a mission. They help you prioritize, stay disciplined, and measure progress. A goal-less budget is like driving without a destination. You'll burn fuel, but never arrive. Financial clarity transforms your budget from a chore into a powerful wealth-building tool. Budgeting isn't just a spreadsheet or an app. It's a lifestyle and a mindset. Avoiding these common mistakes can be the difference between constantly struggling and finally achieving financial independence. Whether you're just starting your budgeting journey or reevaluating your current strategy, identifying and correcting these errors is crucial. Budget smart, budget with purpose, and most importantly, stay consistent. That's how you stop living paycheck to paycheck and start building a future of abundance.